the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hard. Shit. Kill. Hey, Alpha. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. Pilot, 64. Weak.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Zoom. Shoot. Under 10. Blue draw portion. Slam. Watch the edge. Yes. Hey, Delta. Yo, Jackrabbit. Big Ripper.
Now Joe Mixon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Leo. Hey, orbit. Rush in. Porchboys the mic. Ready. I'm coming after you.
They find some open field here. A big-time play there on 3rd and 9.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mixon with it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Sam off. Here we go. Check 13. Rock it. Say, hey, Echo. He's checking. Crash. Check 3. Alert 3. Five.
Mixon will try the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready. 70, Indy. Bam. Check 26.
Mixon with a first down carry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. Hey. Check 43.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
36. 80 weapon. Jim. Switch. Hey, Foxtrot. Hurry. Get it.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Right there, 54, right there, right 93. Watch the screen. Hold on. Check right 54, right 54.
From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
From midfield, here's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Carr to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Set, ready? 30 base. Smooth. Go. Check three. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Haywood. Check. Lucky. Bang. Mark 55.
Now Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's just me and you.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Bravo!
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
Recon, 132 Spider.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Carr now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun now for Carr. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 54.
To throw again. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
6:37. 36. Line 36. Hey. Watch 36. 36. Hey, Zoo. Line 36. What's up? Line 36.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
He can't hang. Hey, Orbit.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Check. Check hot route. 61, matchbox lights.
Again, here's Bernard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
10-2 stop. Hey, exit. Check, crunch. Check. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. Look at me. Zip. Go.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, lock it. Check three. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Hey, Foxtrot! 55! 6'6", pull it high.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Check 99! Check 99! Slam! Leo! Out! Now! Take it! Check 31! Check 31! SOS!
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. Out. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch, twitch. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready.
2nd and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
High 7.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. General West. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 30 base. Pilot, 64. Weak. Shift. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, Charlie. Yep.
They'll set up a throw. He gets this one to Boyd. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check. Yes. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Smooth. Snap.
They'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Once again, it's Jacobs, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Rock it. No.
On first down, Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Got it?
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. I'm coming.
You draw Corker. Hey, Haywood.
Kill. Turn up. He's coming. We got double up.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
55.
Hey, team 6.
Quick edge. Come. Take 4. Shoot.
Hey. Bravo. Get it.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Go.
Ricky.
Fair. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jacobs now takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 27, Carr, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Bring it. Right down. 180. Waiting run. Coming to you.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down. 180. Mike spot 4. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. Who nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
And the Raider first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Who's that? Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D.
93.
It's just me.
93.
It's just me and you.
What's up?
51's the Mike. 51's the
Carr now on first down. This is caught by Williams. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside, and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57 the Mike. 57.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, watch the slant.
Express.
Back to throw, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 18.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check.
To throw is Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Watch it.
Go Chiefs.
Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Mike 51. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the